Hey everybody, welcome to another round of Canje Plays. Hey Greg, hey Jess, hey Jack Potman, how's it going? How's it going? Welcome. It's been a while. I am better, as you can hear. I can breathe a little bit better. Still a little nasally at times, a little nasally at times, but I can breathe and I am alive. So, oh, thanks. I'm glad you enjoyed the music. I started this series because I was playing Marvel Champions before, and then I kind of dropped off. I came back a little, and then I dropped off again. And now I wanted to start this new series. The reason being is because I really do like this game. There's a lot of really great content here. But what kept pulling me away, other than Kickstarter's delivering, because, you know, Kickstarters, they be doing that. What also kept me away was just kind of, it felt, yes, back to your thank you, Greg. So but what helped me, what kept me away from it was just the sense of that it was overload, if anything, in terms of it just felt like, all right, I go on marvelcdb.com, and the wonderful community that's there who've provided these wonderful decks have gone out and played this stuff and gone crazy with it, and I mean crazy in a good way, that they've created like a lot of content for people to consume, for people who aren't deck builders, for people who are to get ideas. And it was just overwhelming for me, because it's like, okay, well, I need to go build this deck, or what's the best deck, or what's the best thing to choose, I don't know. So instead I decided, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna play this game. I'm gonna scrap all that old stuff, play it, which I did, and it's still up on the channel, but I'm gonna scrap all that old stuff, play this game like a newbie coming to the system, and just play it as that. I will let the pros and the people who are really great at this game continue on with what they're doing, but for me, and for hopefully someone else who's considering this game, have this game, and is in kind of the same position I'm in, or don't have this game and it's like saying, maybe I might try it out, but I don't know, it seems to be a lot. What I'm gonna do for this segment is I'm going to play just the starter decks that come with each hero against a villain of some sort, right? I'm just gonna grab, we'll get the campaigns later on, but for right now I'm just gonna grab a villain. We're going to we're just gonna grab the starter deck that comes with a pack that you buy, or the game that you buy, and play that just to see what it's like. And on top of that, another one of the items that kind of kept me off of it was this game can be played true solo. It really can. Hey Jess, thank you. Yeah, the deck building part can be quite time consuming, can be a lifestyle game. Exactly. And so I'm also going to I'm going to be playing it two-handed. This game can be played true solo, like I was saying before. But when I played a true solo, when I wasn't playing She-Hulk, it was odd. Because she's built for true solo, and you could just gamma slam away. But other characters, it just was like, oh yeah, that was fun, that was a good time. But it didn't, something felt missing to me. And as I was asking around, I asked Colin, I asked Steve, I asked some other people who really loved the game, and they said 2-player seems to be where it's at, right? They were saying you could play it true solo, it's fun, it's quick, it's fast, you could just churn it out. But 2-players where the game, two players gives you that feel that probably what they think I'm missing. So not only am I going to play with, for going forward, because I want to keep the series ongoing, because I have all Marvel Champions content, but I'm going to be playing with starter decks only, and 2-player, two-handed, so people can get a sense if that's what they want to do. Yeah, I always play two-handed. The dynamic between the two characters are awesome. That's great, and I'm gonna need your help today, right? So you're all here at the table with me, and I'm going to need your help, because this is Canje Learns to Play Marvel Champions. I'm blanking my brain of previous playthroughs, and I'm going to be playing clean slate, two-handed, which I've never done. Prior to even starting this stream today, I have not played two-handed. This is a Canje Learns stream. So you all are going to be teaching me I know there's 10 billion keywords in this game that someone will that you all can help me with. There's this may and if and shall and hero and the. So hey Jocko, what's going on? So all those different keywords, we'll work together. We'll play this through two-handed, and we'll see how it goes. So to start things off, I'm going to start with two characters from the core box. So if someone is saying, oh, I'm interested in purchasing this game, but I don't know, the deck building stuff is kind of, whoo, that's a lot. What if I just want to grab a deck, like just get the core game, grab what's in the core game. I don't want a deck build. I just want to play, throw the game on the table, play it, and get a really great feel to see how it is. No pressure. If you don't play, fall asleep. No! So, that's what this is that's the purpose of this series. Every character I play starting today, it's always going to be starter deck set only. So that means whatever you buy, that's what you play. If you say, okay, well, I'm just going to buy the core box, cool. I'm going to be playing with Iron Man core cards, Captain America core cards, no add-ons, no fluff, no nothing, just what it is. And that's what we're going to be going through today. All right. I wanted to state this early on because I know that there is a huge, there's a huge community and thought around, deck building when it comes to LCGs, and people are really passionate about it. And I don't want to disrespect that game. I'm just saying I don't want to do that anymore. I just want to play with whatever Fantasy Flight sends me and see how fun it is. And when we get into the campaigns, we'll see how we do about that too. But I plan to step through two characters all the way through just starter decks, the end. I always at least try every new hero with their starter decks one time for fun. Yeah. And I hear that's what a lot of people do. Some people just crack it open and say, oh, cool, I want this card added to this other idea that I have, and that's how it goes. I've never played this one. Arkham and Lord of the Rings have already freaked me out. Yeah, and that's the purpose of this, Jess, right? I want to show you that the starter decks that come with here are just as good. Well, not just as good. They're good for you to play the game and enjoy. You don't need the rest, right? You don't have to go all in. You could just get what you want and be happy with it. Yeah, I am not a deck builder either. Not at all. Hey, I'll see a lot of you before in another sketch. So yeah, I am not a deck builder. If I play Arkham Horror, I beg Kate to build the decks for me, and she's very kind enough to do it. I don't play Lord of the Rings, the card game, because I think my time has passed on that one in terms of I've played it. I've been like, oh, okay, this is cool, but it didn't really sync for me. Arkham is my favorite, but I do like Marvel Champions. And one of the other things to keep in mind, I know I'm taking time because I not for people to come in, but also I want to state these things as well, so we can have, we know where we are when we start, as I start this series. It'll probably be shorter as I go into other ones. But yeah, Lord of the Rings didn't sit well for me. Arkham, I love. Arkham's my favorite LCG. And then I also love Marvel Champions, but they're different, right? And that's the first thing you have to consider when you're getting into, remember, this is learns. So that's the first thing you have to consider when getting into one of the three, or if you care about all three. For Arkham, it is completely different. Arkham, you move around the board, you're solving a mystery, and then you're fighting some big bad at the end, and you're done. So it is an adventure. It's a dungeon crawl, but card-based, right? It's a card-based dungeon crawl. And that's one of the things to keep in mind when you play Arkham. So if you say, well, okay, I want to play one of these three, what are they like? How are they the same? How are they different? They're not the same. They're completely different, all of them. So Arkham is a dungeon crawl adventure where you fight a boss at the end, you solve a mystery, and you're done in the Lovecraft world, right? Lord of the Rings, it's Lord of the Rings. You're not dungeon crawling, you're kind of fighting bosses as you try to explore a card, more or less. And not to take anything away from Lord of the Rings, it's a fun game, but it's different than Arkham. Marvel Champions, it's a boss battler. Cut and dry. There's no dungeon crawling. There is no There's no Lord of the Rings trying to put questing on an item to try to or fight a specific monster, sets like that. It is completely different. This game is a 100% boss battler in card form. So if you want to compare games to this, KDM or Aeon Trespass or some other big box boss battler that you have, this is a boss battler in card form. Okay, that is what this game is, cut and dry. So first, if you're approaching this game and you say, I don't like boss battlers, you're not going to like Marvel Champions. Period. You'll like the art. You love Marvel, right? But it's a boss battler, so it's going to fall off for you. However, if you're like, oh no, I don't mind the boss battler aspect of it and know that that is my goal and that's what I'm going to do, then the game becomes doable. It becomes something that you can play and enjoy. Okay, what do we got? If people look down upon players who play and enjoy the starter decks, then they are not a true board gamer. Well, they have their opinions. I won't call them a true board gamer. I'll just say they have their opinions. They're entitled to their opinions. I just don't care what that is. That's probably the best way for me to say it. Yeah, it's when you play board games, you play for fun, no matter how you play it. I mean, I found out, I think I was watching one of Rob's Gaming Table streams where he was talking about people who down people who play solo. I'm like, really? Some people don't like solo? What? So, because to me, I tell them to kick rocks. I'm a solo game player. I mean, I have you all sitting at the table, but I'm a solo game player, and that's just how I roll. I have the same issue with too many bones. There's literally way too many options. I need some sort of direction to enjoy a game, I guess. Maybe I need structure. Not sure what that says about me. What it says about us all, Jess. I feel the same way. What it says about us all. The story in MC is also very minimal. That's why I like Arkham LCG, but I like the gameplay in Marvel Champions better. Yeah, and a lot of people, I think that's what you're saying is true. A lot of people do feel that same way, to where they're like, I just love the boss battler combat combo. Everybody's working as a team to work off. The chaos bag is not a thing in Marvel Champions, and they don't like the punishment. So I agree. Hey Elaine, what's going on? I'm catching up to you, so I'm behind with my comment. One of the reasons I have not started with this one is the deck building. That is why I love Sentinels of the Multiverse, but ... Yeah, and that's why I said my series is purely going to be just starter decks. So what starter decks mean for people who are just joining in and how that sets up is, let's say you go to your favorite local game store, or you go to a convention, or you go to a friend's house, and they have Marvel Champions. And let's say you're at your favorite local game store, and there is She-Hulk pack, right? A She-Hulk pack. It's just her hero card with the deck that Fantasy Flight recommends that you start with. That's what we're playing with. So if you go, you buy the core box, and you grab Tony Stark, right, out of the core box. These are the cards that you're going to be grabbing out of that box to play, and we'll see how it goes. This has Superman and Batman, right? Jocko, you are evil. You are evil. Yeah. So, so we'll. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of level set, make sure that everybody was on the same page. So before I begin, I want to say thank you to my Patreons, YouTube subscribers, and if you're neither, just coming in to hang out, I so welcome you, and you know I love having you. So I really appreciate it. All right, let us get some information and get down to the table. So core box, right? Core box came out in 2019, 8.1 on Board Game Geek. So Marvel Champions card game. Battle Marvel villains with unique teams of iconic heroes in this LCG. Boss battler. Community. So 1 to 4 player. Community says 1 to 3, but best played 1 to 2. Well, I will be playing two-handed going forward. 45 to 90 minutes is going to be longer because we're streaming. That's just how it works, you know. Everybody's at the table. We're all chatting it up and loving it. Age 14 plus, which is the default. The community says 12 plus can play this game. I agree. And the weight's about a 2.9 out of 5. I disagree. I think the weight is a lot heavier, but this is probably for the core game and not all the other packs that added the fluff. However, that doesn't take away from the fun of the game, because I believe it is a lot of fun and there is a lot of enjoyment with it. So I'd say this is pretty cool. We'll see how this works. And because I have chat with me, this is the way that this is going to be pretty decent, because the pros are in the chat and they will tell me when I mess up. So, designed by Michael Boggs and a great group of designers, and published by Fantasy Flight Games. All right, down to La Table. Okay, so I bet what you've heard, the sound whenever you've heard like some weird shuffling sound, that's me doing this as I'm talking, because I don't know why my hands have to be busy as I talk. I don't know. I don't know. This is another, to Jess's point, you know, what does that say about me, right? Jess, you got this. You'll know exactly what to do. You'll know exactly what to do. All right. So, we'll be playing against Red Skull. This is from the, this Red Skull is from the Hydra expansion, which was the first expansion of the game. However, I don't care about the expansion and campaign. What I just grabbed was a villain. Rando villain. It doesn't matter who it is, rando villain. And that's what I'll be doing. Just random villain pulling, but I'll be playing with 2 characters either way with their starter decks. Our first character up for bid is going to be Mr. Stark, the futurist, Tony. So basically, what you see on this side is his alter ego side, and when you flip it over, it's Iron. He is Iron Man, and that's where you could do damage. Okay, so if you've never played this game before, you always are going to start. There's 10 billion tutorials on this, so I'm just going to lightly touch on them and let the people who know how to play this game explain it in super high detail. I'm embarrassed to say I have the core set and several starter decks sleeved and never played. Stoked for this. That's awesome. So this is Iron Man. You always start on alter ego side. The REC that you see on the side, that's how much he recuperates. So if you're hurt, you see the bottom there where it says 9 health. So if you're hurt, I know my hand's shaking. I'm sorry. I'm still my hand shake. So his hand size is 6 at the bottom that you can see, and his hit points are 9. If you ever go below 9, if you're in alter ego form, you can exhaust to heal for 3. That's what that 3 means. Easy, right? He also has an action on his alter ego side, which means you're not useless other than resting on your hero side. You could do other things. As an action, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 to your hand and discard the rest, limit once per round. So that means as a hero, what I can do is I can tap or turn sideways and say I'm going to do that action to, I'm going to tap to rest, and then I have an action that I can use to say, okay, I'm going to dig in my deck and do something. When you flip the hero side, you get some extra stats that is not resting, because heroes never rest. You've got thwart at the top, which means you're thwarting a scheme. We'll talk about that. You have attack, you know, when you want to punch stuff, and you have the defense when you don't want to punch stuff. Those numbers mean how much you subtract. Attack is how much damage you do innately, just at the beginning, and defense is how much damage you block innately. Make sense? You also have this other thing here in your hero form that says you get +1 hand size for each tech upgrade you control to a maximum hand size of 7. Well, look at my hand size when I'm in hero form. It's 1. So that's amazing. That means that when I'm in alter ego form, where you start the game, I draw up to my hand size, which is 6. So I'll gain 6 cards to start. As I'm playing this game, hey Maurice, what's going on? Yeah, as I'm playing this game, I could be in hero form, and if I start my turn in hero form, then I only draw 1 card. I only draw up to 1. My hand size can only be 1 card. But this says that I get +1 hand size for how much tech upgrades I control. And in this lovely deck, there are a couple tech upgrades that I was shuffling this entire thing, and it's probably shuffled really well. There we go. That's a good one. This is a tech upgrade. If you see Mark 5 armor, it says upgrade at the top. You see that 3? That's how much it costs to pay for this card, to put it out. But how do I know it's a tech upgrade? Right there in the center, armor and tech. And it gives me 6+ hit points. But if this card comes out and I'm playing it, it also makes my hand size 2. So finding my tech, finding Iron Man's armor is very important to me. Right? Yeah, I'm glad to see so many peeps in here as well. I've missed y'all so much. You have no idea. So that's how it's going to start. So we'll start with Iron Man. in Tony Stark form, the Futurist. All right, and instead of explaining the entire game in before we even start to play it, you know I don't do that. I will explain as we play. I'm just explaining the character cards as we go. So he starts off with 9 health, which is what I set here. He will be the first player. That's the first player marker, and those are there for when the horrible things happen to it. All right. So we will draw 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the starting hand, and you get to mulligan once. Playing Iron Man is like playing a side quest before doing the main. That's true. That's true. So what's really cool about this game is I've drawn 6 cards, which is my hand size based on my alter ego form. But in your first draw, you can mulligan. For people who've played Arkham Horror or people who've played Lord of the Rings, you fully understand that. If you've played neither, you have no idea what I'm talking about. So what mulligan is, ooh, and I got my armor, is you look at your cards. I've got a power of aggression. We'll look at that in a second. I've got Mark 5 armor, tenacity, 2 against the world, helicarrier, and combat training. So I have these. Now, you notice this card here that says 2 against the world, and you'd be like, Canje, you told us, you sat there and told us that you would be playing with just the core starter deck, and you just lied to us. And you're right, because I completely forgot this card was in here. This card is a card that comes with the War Machine expansion pack, which it's 2 cards that come for War Machine. One of them is supposed to go to Iron Man. And I remember when I was organizing this, I threw this in Iron Man's starter deck and walked away and forgot about it. So there goes that card, proving me to be a liar to you all. So good night, everybody. No, so I don't know what card is supposed to be that I replaced for this too to get rid of it. So we're just gonna hang on to it, and I will ask you to forgive me. And instead, what I'll do instead, what does this card do? I didn't even read it. It says, team up, Iron Man and War Machine, max 1 per deck. Hero action, search your deck for a tech upgrade and put it into play. Shuffle your deck, ready Iron Man and War Machine. Holy crap, that's an amazing card. Wow. Outrageous. So, you look at the cards that you drew, and then you pick which cards you want to keep and which cards you want to discard. 2 differences. Arkham LCG, when you discard the cards, you shuffle them back into your deck, and then that's it. In Marvel Champions, they actually go in a discard pile, and they're discarded because different things happen when you do this. Okay? So, Power of Aggression. This is a really great card as a starter card for people to have. It says double the number of resources this card generates while playing an aggression card. If you notice at the bottom of this, you see it says it's an aggression card. All red cards, and I'll say this again, all red cards are aggression cards. They're all part of a trait called aggression. So if you see a red card, it's an aggression card. There's no red card that's not, that I know of. All gray cards are basic cards. If you see a gray card, it's a basic card. It's basic. Blues are leadership. Greens are something, and yellows are something else. I think green is support, and yellow is, I don't know. It's out of my head. We're playing with blue and red today, so when I get to those decks, I'll let you know. All right, so Power of Aggression means that I can double the double the payment of something, and I'll get to you what that means in a second. But I can double the payment on a red card. That's pretty, on an aggression card. That's pretty cool. I might hang on to that because there's an upgrade that's an aggression at the gate, and it's called an upgrade. Upgrades stay out, events go once, and that's, so this is an upgrade that costs 2. It says play under any player's control, max 1 per player. You get +1 in attack. What's really cool of how these gel together is I can use this because this is an aggression card and pay the cost of 2 and just say, okay, this 1 card covers the cost of this. Boom, it's played. Justice, thank you, Jackpot. Justice is yellow. So these 2 seem pretty good. They match well together. But then we've got Helicarrier. We've got another upgrade called Tenacity and 2 against the world, which would be awesome to get, but this is our opening hand, right? And our opening hand is crazy. I do want this armor. I'm not going to ditch it. So I actually am going to keep that. And these 3 cards I will actually throw into discard to draw 3 more to make my total hand of 6. Did I do something great? Probably not. But I don't know. We're just playing this, right? We're having a good time with the starter decks and seeing what happens. So I got chase them down. Response thwart. After your hero attacks and defeats an enemy, remove 2 threat from a scheme, and that costs 0, and it's an event, so once played, it's discarded. Now, this card needs to get broken down for people who've never played this game. This is how much it costs to pay for this card. This is the type of card it is, the name of the card, what it does. This right here, this symbol that you'll see there, there, and there, all different. There's 3 different symbols, but you're going to only see 2 for right now. This is how you pay for cards here at the bottom. So if you say I want to pay for this 2-cost event card, I would have to pay 2 symbols to do this. So these 2 cards, since they both have 1 symbol at the bottom, I paid these 2 cards to be able to play this event. Simple enough, right? It's not hard. The next one is another tech upgrade. So I get +1 hit points. It's a tech upgrade. It costs 1 to put the rocket boots out. I gain 1 hit point for it over my starting hit points. Hero action, exhaust rocket boots and spend a name of this just jumped out of my head. Spend the symbol like that looks like that resource. Gain the aerial trait until the end of the phase. So that means that he has certain abilities that he needs to be aerial for, that Iron Man needs to fly around to shoot. And so that is another nice armor. I have Relentless Assault, hero action attack, deal 5 damage to a minion. If you paid for this card using a... You know what? I need to get the names of these. Crack open my brain. And I don't have a book next to me. Nope, it's over there. So I will learn these terms, and let me see if I can pull it up. See, Jackpot Man's there. He knows he knows what I'm trying to do. Let's see, what do we got? I'm looking at the book so I can say the names properly, because I don't want to call it the thing every single time I have to look for it. I know what it's called, but I don't want to call it. Hey, it's this thing, you know, that you play with this thing. Reference? Ah, there you are. There's the rule book. Okay. Let's pull this up and we'll talk about why I'll stop calling this thing the thing. Hey, you wanted perfection, you can't go wrong. Let's see. Do that. We'll do that. Good lord. Probably when I move it over here. Down. Stay on target. So let that back. There we go. Things make sense. Things make... Okay. Alright. So these lovely, lovely symbols. Called... That card's terrible. Here we go. Mental. Right? Oh, it picked the wrong one. That's why it's looking screwy. Uh-oh. Other one, other one. There it is. Look at that. It's making sense. There they are. So the chemical symbol. Put this over here so I can hold up the card so you can tell. Get chat back up. Things works for me. So that symbol, the green one you see there, is called a wild symbol. So it could be any of the other symbols that you want. It doesn't have to be anything. It should just be wild. This one here, called power. That's the power symbol that you see there at the bottom. This one here is energy. And this one here is what I don't have, mental. Or maybe what I am, mental. So that's what those symbols mean for people going forward. So if something costs something that you're going to need, that's what you have to pay. Power looks like a sweet potato. It does look like a sweet potato. It's supposed to be a fist, right? But it does look like a sweet potato. So this is his starting hand. Star is wild, lightning is energy. Yes. So this, I'm going to put these down here. As well, this will be his starting hand. So, and he's going to go first, so we'll deal with that. Our next hero up for bid, Captain America. So we've all known his secret identity for years is Steve Rogers. So when he recovers, he can recover 3. Living legend, reduce the cost of the first ally played each round by 1 when I'm in alter ego form only. Don't be over here. Don't be on this side and doing that. That's only applicable when you are in alter ego form. So set up, search your deck and discard pile for Captain America's shield, upgrade and add it to your hand. Shuffle your deck. Hand size 6, starting hit points 11. What is really great about Cap that a lot of people may not like or may like is that he actually has 7. He actually has 7 cards starting. It'll be the 6 cards of his hand size plus his shield. If you don't find the shield when you mulligan. If you find the shield on your first draw, you can mulligan it into the discard and then draw it back to get 7. Just to let you know, I had to look that up. He has 2 thwart, 2 attack, 2 defense. I could do this all day. Action, discard 1 card from your hand. Ready Captain America, limited once per round. So he has 11 health. Just get this on shuffle. Once again, now this I know I didn't screw with. This I remember I didn't screw with. So this should be the starter deck. And what you want to go for if you choose to play Captain America is you want to say, I don't want to find your shield on a mulligan. I could find it any other way other than a mulligan. Even on the first draw, I could find it. Not on a mulligan. So you're hoping to pull it first or not at all. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got Heroic Strike. So Star, Sweet Potato, Palm Tree, and Lightning. Exactly. So Heroic Strike, Shield Toss, Avengers Assemble, Honorary Avenger, Genius, and another Honorary Avenger. Genius is the genius. There are 3 cards. There's Genius, Strength, and the one with Thor on it. And basically, those are the only cards that give you 2 symbols. But you can have 3 of them, but only 1 of each per deck. So I can't have 2 Geniuses or 2 Strength or whatever. You can only have 1 of each. Okay. So, and it says max 1 per deck. So Genius is a keeper. What's Honorary Avenger? Play only if your identity has the Avenger trait. Attached to a friendly character. Attached character gets Ooh. Yeah, I'm keeping that. I'm keeping both of those because those are free. Those are free upgrades. Hell yeah. These 3 though. I'm gonna mulligan those 3. Mulligan the Genius. That card sucks. Yeah, right. No. Alright, so my mulligan came up. I've got Super Soldier Serum, which the Genius will pay for. So on Cap's turn, he's doing a lot. I've got Strength in Numbers. Exhaust any number of allies you control. Draw 1 card for each ally exhausted that way. And then I've got Mockingbird. So Mockingbird is my first ally. After Mockingbird enters play, stun an enemy. And we'll talk about what that looks like. Hey, Brian, what's going on? So that is his starting hand. Now that is his starting hand, I get to search the deck for Cap's shield. Yay. Where are you, buddy? If it's the next card that was coming up, I'm going to laugh. Okay, it's right here. Then you shuffle your deck, and that's it. Hey, Canje, what happens if you draw and you run out of cards in your deck? I will be more than happy to talk about that at the villain phase. Alright, so here we go. Remember, we're gonna learn by doing. Learn by doing. So Captain America's Shield goes into my hand as my 7th card, and it's free. Uh, that's why I'm smart. So Captain America's shield is an upgrade. Restricted, max 2 restricted cards per player. So restricted, I can only have 2 of them, that is. Captain America gets +1 defense and gains retaliate with his shield. And that goes in my hand. Alright, we've got it all set up. Yay. Let's talk about this set of foolishness. Okay, so we've got, we're going up against Red Skull. Whenever you go up against any enemy, in the core box, I believe it comes with Rhino, Claw, Ultron, and I think that's it. I think it's three baddies. Or maybe it's 4 and I can't remember the other one. Anyway. 3 or 4. These up pretty good. And this is the, if you've played any LCG, this is the deck. Alright, for Arkham Horror fans, this is the encounter deck. For Lord of the Rings fans, this is the encounter deck. And for Marvel Champions fans, this is the encounter deck. Alright, hasn't changed. But our villain is a little bit different. Also the Joker fire call, exactly. The villain is a little bit different because the villain does, it's an interesting way that this game handles the boss, because this is a boss battler. The Shadows of the Past deck, yeah, that's true. That's true. So the boss basically comes in 2 forms. Mode 1 and Mode 2. If you're playing on Heroic Mode, it's Mode 2 and Mode 3. I'm not doing that because, remember, we're learning to play. So on Mode 1, just think of it as he sucks. And I don't mean he sucks as in he's terrible. It means he's going to beat you up pretty bad. He starts off with a set number of hit points. When you knock down that hit points, think of it as him heating up. As he's getting his second wind, and he's going to flip his 2 side. And he really is going to beat the crap out of you. After you deplete those hit points, you win the game. That's how you win. Take down the boss in the boss battler game. Well, how much health does he have? What does he do? And what's going on? Alright, so he's Red Skull. He's the villain. He's on phase 1, as you see in the top right with the 1. He schemes for 2, and he attacks. It says 0 with a star on it. Schemes mean if you're in alter ego form, he will do that. If you're in hero form, he's going to attack you. All the time. The star, what does that mean? Well, the star says that he's part of Hydra. He's the leader. Red Skull gets +1 attack, and I need to try to stop making my hands shake here, sorry. Red Skull gets +1 attack for each side scheme in play. So that means his attack is 0, but he's going to start off with 2 side schemes in play, so his attack is actually going to be 2. Alright, so this keeps track of how many Red Skull cards there are, plus the other cards in the deck. His hit points are going to be 12 per player, so since I'm playing 2-handed, it's 24. After you beat him the first time, yeah, flip it on over. His second side where he's heating up. He schemes for 3. Now it's 1 plus the number of side schemes in play, and I guarantee they're going to be a lot. When revealed, deal each player an encounter card. That sucks. That means that as soon as we defeat him the first time, that's going to happen. Alright, so that's going to be the villain. Well, Canje, okay, so we've got our villain that we're going to be taking on, and he's going to have 24 health, is what we have here. But what is how do we get to him? How do we fight him? How do we take him on? Well, if you grab his main scheme, this is the thing that he's trying to complete for him to win the game. Because if he knocks both of you out, game over. If he completes his scheme, game over. So the Rise of the Red Skull. Contents. Get Red Skull 1 and Red Skull 2. We did that. Red Skull and standard encounter sets. 2 modular encounter sets. Hydra Assault and Hydra Patrol. All of that is the encounter decks. If you've played Arkham, this is nothing new to you. Setup. Put the red house in the play. Shuffle every other side scheme into the side scheme deck and set it next to the encounter deck. See insert. Set the sleeper aside out of play. Flip it over to 2A. Alright, so this is how he beats us. He gets 16 threat on this card. If he gets 16 threat on this card, game over, we lose. Well, ooh, sorry. I bumped my mic, so you probably heard me slam on that. Alright, so some flavor text if you'd like to pause it and read it later. Forced response. After resolving step 1 of the villain phase, reveal the top card of the side scheme deck and put it in the play. I did not make a side scheme deck. I've got to fix that. Well, every player's turn, he's going to add 2 2 threat to this card. Every player turn, it starts off with 0. I did not read those rules properly. Shuffle every other side scheme into the side scheme deck and set it next to the encounter deck. Cool. I gotta go fix that. So side scheme. Side scheme. They're easy to find at a glance too. That's what I really love about this. I hate that card. That card sucks. Side scheme. Side scheme. Other one. All right. Shuffle it up. Never played Red Skull, so you're on your own with this one. I played him and I beat him. But I beat him with not with the starter decks. This will be my first time playing him with the starter deck. Okay, so. Alright. So this is the side scheme deck that we'll flip over. Give it a good shuffle. We'll call these the side scheme deck. We'll put that over. Okay. So the red house, which is the side scheme he wanted to put in play, is this. The red skull cannot take damage while this side scheme is in play. Oh look, 3 per player, so there's 6 threat on this. Interrupt. When a character thwarts this side scheme, they may use their attack instead of their thwart. I'm okay with that. That works for me. Alright. We're ready to play! You will get this lovely reference card that tells you what to do. So, player phase goes first. Number 1, take turns in player order. On your turn, you may do all this different stuff. Well, let's talk about it. Tony's going first, right? So let's talk about it. We are going to play Power of Aggression because it has 2 symbols based on it to put down combat training. We talked about that initially. So that comes into play, and it says, play under any player's control, max 1 per player. Your hero gains +1 to punch it. I like +1 to punch it. So this goes to discard. That paid for that. Do I want the rocket boots or do I want the armor upgrade? I think I want both. So I'm going to save up for that one. And I'm going to do the rocket boots. Relentless Assault would be really great to play right now. But not right. I'm going to hang on to that one. So I'm going to play Relentless Assault. I'm going to play Rocket Boots, spending Relentless Assault, that lovely energy symbol. And it says gain +1 hit point. So I go from 9 to 10 as my new hit point total. Okay, I'm feeling good about myself. I've got 1 tech upgrade and 1 thing that helps me punch harder. And I've got these 2 cards left. 1 that costs 3, 1 that costs nothing. I'm going to hang on to these 2. Put those there. I can use that action to look at the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 to your hand, and discard the other. I'm going to use that action right now. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there are my power gauntlets. So, damn it. But I could also get the Mark IV armor if I take the energy one and discard the power gauntlet. The power gauntlet says, exhaust power gauntlets, deal 1 damage to an enemy, 2 damage instead if you have the aerial trait. That's what the rocket boots are for. But I could put down the Mark IV armor if I keep energy, or if I keep the power gauntlets, I could put those down, disposing of the Mark IV armor. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to discard those 2 and keep energy. Then I'm going to spend these 2 energy plus that symbol to put down my Mark IV armor that gives me +6 hit points, going up to 16. Feels good to be alive. And that's all that's in my hand. Yay. I'm going to flip to my hero side. Hoo-ha. Hoo-ha-ha-ha-ha-ha-ha. Then, I have options. My attack now is 2. I have a thwart of just 2, and we need to get rid of that. That needs to go so I could punch him. So, I'm going to thwart... instead of turning it sideways to exhaust, I'm going to put this lovely little symbol on it. Thank you, Colin. I stole that idea from you. So I'm going to do that to thwart for 2, taking this from 6 to 4. And that ends Iron Man's turn. So did y'all follow what I did just now? Hopefully it was pretty straightforward. Let me know if it wasn't. Steve's turn. So first things first, I had some really great ideas. I'm going to use Genius because it has two symbols, two mental symbols, to put out Super Soldier Serum upgrade. This lovely upgrade says exhaust it to gain a power symbol. Just free money. Free money. Next up, I'm gonna put out honorary Avengers. Play only if your identity has the Avenger trait. Well, I have to flip the superhero mode to make this happen. But before I do, damn it, maybe I should have put out Mockingbird. I think I might put out Mockingbird. Crap. I might have to take that back. Let me take that back. Because Mockingbird right now costs one less. So I am going to actually do that and strengthen numbers. Put Mockingbird out. Oh, I don't have to play 3. Good lord. I just played Genius. I just said it. I just said the cost is reduced by 1. So with his, it said reduce the cost of the first ally played each round. Mockingbird is an ally. She has the ally trait on her. And she comes out response after Mockingbird enters play, stun an enemy. Oh, look, you're an enemy. Here, have that. Enjoy. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. So she comes out, she has 3 health. And she can, every single time she thwarts or attacks, she will take damage. And when she runs out of health, she is discarded. So she comes out there. I'm going to then use strength in numbers to put out my shield. Gives me a little bit more defense. Then I'm going to flip to Cap's side because that gives me the Avenger keyword. And then I'll be playing this for free over here on you. Hey, have that. Enjoy that. You get attached character gets +1 hit points and gains the Avenger trait. Oh, look. Here, I'll have one too. And then I'll have this in my hand for next turn. So that goes down for him as well. So let's put this up a little bit so you all can see. Go, because there you go. All right. Well, now I have hit point of 3, thwart of 2, defense of 3, and I gain the retaliate trait. Cool. Well, she is going to, I'm going to exhaust her to thwart for 1, taking this down to 3. Oh, look at that. And she will take 1 damage. She has 1 damage on her, and she's thwarted, and she's exhausted. And then Cap, who has a thwart of 2, I'm just shy, but I could use fight instead. Cap is going to exhaust to fight because now he has +1 hit power to 3 to get rid of this. Hey, look, the side scheme's discarded. It's gone. And you are now available for me to punch you in the teeth. Cool. That was the hero phase. After all players have finished playing, each player simultaneously discards any number of cards that they want. I have no cards for Tony. I have 1 card for Steve. But I want to keep the Super Soldier Serum card, so therefore we're going to draw up to our new hand size. With Tony, remember it's 1 and +1 for each tech upgrade in hand. Well, I have 1, 2, 3, so I will draw 3 cards. I got 3 cards. Nick Fury, Supersonic Punch, and Pepper Potts. Cool. So that is his hand. Steve is going to draw up, how much? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, plus the 1 I already have, which is a total of 5. So you draw up 2. I got Falcon, Shield Block, thank God, Quinjet, and Wonder Man. So that is my 5 hand. That is there. All right, cool. Then we ready everybody. So we ready. Take these off of ready. Ta-da. Then we flip to the villain side. It's the villain's turn. First things first, the always you do first is you place threat on this card. That's the first thing you do no matter what. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. So we're going to add, it's 1 per player. I have 2 player. So I will add 2. It's a no, it's not one hit point health. Is it hit point health? Oh, did I read that wrong? Did I read it wrong? Is it well, I read it as one hit point in terms of, but you meant health. Yeah. I got you. I got you. So this is not gone. There is one left on it. Good point. Good point. There's one left on it. Thank you. This is the reason why we're on here. We're learning it together. Canje learns how to play Marvel Champions. All right, so yep, we're good. Solved it. All right, so one per player, so 2 threat goes on this one. What else we got? Then the villain and each engaged minion activates once per player in player order. So this is the first player. The villain is going to attack. Well, how many schemes are in play? 1, 2. So he's going to attack me, or he's going to attack Iron Man first for 2. Iron Man's like, I got 16 health, I could take it. But here's the rub. He's going to grab this top card, and that's going to boost his attack. So it's like, okay, well, I don't know what this is. I just know he's attacking me for 2 plus whatever's under this card to hit me with. So it could be 6. It could be 4. I don't know. But right now, all I know is that it's 2. But he's stunned. So stunned is a lovely, lovely keyword that you should keep in mind. Stun says, the next time this character would attack, discard this stun card instead. So he's sitting there stunned, and he's like, I'm going to attack you. But then you say, no, you're not. You put that card back on top. He's stunned. And then you take this and discard it. So he does not attack Iron Man. But he's not stunned now. So he's going to attack Cap. So he says, okay, well, now I have 2 side schemes in play. My attack is +2. So I'm going to attack you. Cool. Well, I know it's 2 for sure, plus whatever's under this card. My defense is 2 plus my shield, which makes it 3. So my defense is 3. My health is 11. I can take the worst that you got, Red Skull. I really can't. I can take the worst that you got. So I'm just going to allow... Here's where you decide. Yeah, right. There's 2 side schemes. Oh, this is the main scheme. That's what you're saying. He gets +1 attack, not +2. Well, that makes it even lighter. So he's going to attack me for 1 because there's only 1 side scheme in play that he's coming for, plus this. Cap's going to take it. He's going to say, what's the worst that you can do to me? What's the worst that can happen? So I'm going to flip this over. And then what you do is you ignore everything on this card all the way down to there. You see those 2 little dashes or whatever symbols, those boost markers? That's what they're called, boost markers. So whatever his attack is, you're going to add the total count of these at the bottom, and that is his total attack. So as Verterion, thank you so much for helping. Like I said, Canje learns to play. He's going to attack. Yeah. He's going to attack, and he's attacking for each side scheme. Main scheme, side scheme. Main scheme, side scheme. So 1 plus 2, 3. So he hits me for 3 damage. And I was at 11, so that takes me to 8. So I'm at 8 health. Cool, I took it. And you're like, oh, okay, that's not too bad. It's our turn. No, it's not. Because what happens next is he is going to each player is now going to take an encounter card. And remember all that stuff I told you? I said, let's ignore all that. Yeah, we're not doing that anymore. We're not doing that anymore. So from first player Iron Man side, we're going to flip it over and see what it is. Yay, it's a Hydra Flame Soldier. So he's a minion. He has 1 scheme and 1 attack with a star. So the star, forced response. After Hydra Soldier makes an undefended attack against you, discard a support you control. So he's basically burning someone to death. He has 4 health. We ignore this bottom boost symbol because if we would have pulled him during the boosting of an attack, that's when that would occur. So this is blank and the rest is there. So he is engaged with lovely, lovely Iron Man with 4 health. This guy, oh Lord. Did I shuffle this? I swear. So Hydra regular minion, 1 scheme, 2 attack, 2 health. He has insight 1. When this card is revealed, so what does insight mean? When this card is revealed, place 1 threat on the main scheme. That's what that means. So what I love about this game is not only that it has keywords, oh yes, and he does have retaliate. Retaliate wouldn't matter, Veterian. It wouldn't matter from the shield, and I'll tell you why in a second. So when this card is revealed, place 1 threat on the main scheme. So if the card is revealed, main scheme goes up to 3. 3 of 16. Veterian said something very important. He said, don't forget about Cap's retaliate. Look at this. This says, Cap gains +1 defense and gains retaliate 1. That means if somebody hits him, he hits them back for 1. And that would have been super, except the side scheme that I did not clear says Red Skull cannot take damage. Oof. Oof. So retaliate does nothing, unfortunately. Yeah, it's awful. But until I get rid of that side scheme, he gets he is free to move about the cabin. So that is the enemy phase. We pass the first player token to the next player. Flip our turn phase card, and round 2. So we went through an entire round of this, and it was good. Okay, so dang it, I don't have enough to pay for it. Because then, well, actually, this will take care of that guy. So that's unfortunate. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play Supersonic Punch. This is the reason why I said it takes care of that guy. Attack, deal 4 damage to an enemy. 8 damage instead if it has the aerial trait. Well, it doesn't. So I'm going to do a hero action attack, playing that, paying with these 2 cards, mental symbol and power symbol, to do 4 damage to that jerk. Yay. So he's dead. Bye. That's 4 damage. He had 4 health, and now it's gone. Now that was a hero action, right? That wasn't me doing stuff. So I still get to do stuff. Oh, and it says I get +1 hit point, right? I didn't boost that up. Sorry, I didn't boost that up on this one. So this would have been, I should be at 17, and I should be at 9 respect. Okay. So what are we gonna do? Well, you got a thwart 2. That's not too bad yet. She can get rid of that. So let's go ahead and thwart this by 2. What that means is you reduce this number by 2 to 1. And I said I wouldn't do that, but here I am doing it. So we'll do that. And there is nothing else for him to do. He did his job for right now. So let's get rid of that so we can start punching him in the kidneys. All right. So it is Steve's turn. Takes retaliate. Why? No. There's no retaliate on here. There's no retaliate on this card. What's the retaliate from? And if you kill someone, you don't suffer retaliate. I do know that rule. So ooh, Quinjet might be nice. That helps. Quinjet basically says that it helps me build up to play, but I want the Super Soldier Serum. His whole purpose is having Avengers with him too. Ooh, Falcon's pretty strong. I want to get Quinjet in. So I'm going to actually pay with Falcon to put Quinjet in. Quinjet says, response, after your turn begins, place a counter on this. Put an Avenger ally from your hand into play with apprentice cost equal to or less than the number of counters on the Quinjet. And I'm looking at this guy. I've got shield block and I've got Super Soldier Serum if I need them. So I'm just going to hang back for a second. I'm going to use Mockingbird. Stop doing that. That's habit. I'm going to use Mockingbird to finally clear this. So now the side scheme's gone. And she will go up a damage. Then Cap, who just has 2 attack. But he's just all ready to be punched in. But I would be okay getting attacked by him. I have shield block that can stop 1, take the 2 from the other. Yeah, let's do this. I'm gonna show you how it goes when an enemy is not wiped out. So Cap is going to just attack Red Skull. He's going to punch Evil in the face. So he's going to punch Evil in the face for 2. So we go from 24 to 22. Then he has this lovely ability that says discard 1 card from your hand. Ready Cap, limit once per round. You know what? I'm gonna ditch the serum. I shouldn't do that, but I am. I'll ditch the serum, so he's ready. Good luck and have fun. Got a jet. All right, Jess, take care. Then, boom, he's gonna attack this guy for 2 and kill him. He could do this all day. And that ends his turn. He's got 2 cards left in hand. Iron Man has none. So we will discard any number of cards. No, I won't. Draw up to their hand size. Your hand size is 1, 2, 3. So you have another supersonic punch, relentless assault, and uppercut. So you are all power, my friend. You get 5. I already have 2 in hand, so I'm just going to draw 3 to make it a total of 5. Fearless determination. Captain America gains +1 thwart until the end of the phase and draw a card. Avengers assemble! Ready each Avenger character you control. Until the end of the phase, each Avenger character in play gets +1 thwart and +1 attack. Ooh. And another serum. Super Soldier Serum. Cool. Then, after we finish that, we ready everybody up. Then we go to this. Scheme first. 1, 2, so this is going to go to 3. Mr. Red Skull doesn't have any side schemes, so your attack is 0. I feel pretty good about that. Oh, it says force response. I missed this. After resolving step 1 of the villain phase, reveal the top card of the side scheme deck and put it into play. I missed that last round. Ooh, that was a big miss. So this should already be out. Mass Chaos. Red Skull creates catastrophes across the country to keep his enemies busy. When revealed, each player discards the top 5 cards of their deck and places one threat here for each different symbol type. Wow, they discarded this way. Holy balls. Okay. 1, 5. 3 symbols. Each player discards the top 5 cards of their deck. 1, 2. So 3 symbols on this side. Oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4 symbols. 7. And it says place 1 thread here for each different type of resource icon they discarded this way. So that's a 7. Damn. All right, so that's no bueno. So we'll do. I can't find my yellow dice. That is 7 threat on this thing. Jeez, and it has this lovely little symbol. See that symbol there? That exclamation mark that's there. You want to know what that exclamation mark means? I believe it means that you cannot impact the main scheme until you clear that side scheme. But let's double check. But I believe that's what it means. Trying to get it on the same screen. Sorry. Trying to get it on the same. There you go. Let's find that symbol. Big old symbol on the page. This is their rules reference that has like 10 billion corrections because they made the game convoluted. But it's there is a symbol on there for it that you can find. Further back. When I've seen that symbol, I just look for it. Yeah, boost icon. Here it is, crisis token. Crisis icon. While at least one crisis icon is in play, threat cannot be removed from the main scheme by any player. Oof. Oof. There it is. There it is. Oof, oof, oof. Okay. So. Ugh. And there's 7 threat on that thing. Now that was supposed to come out last time. I did miss it. Remember, we're learning to play. So we'll keep going. Next time, I'll draw the next one. He just took 2 damage. It's not a big deal. Okay. So then that happens after the resolving step 1. Step 1 is adding threat. Then that came out. Then he is going to attack people. He is going to attack Iron Man. Oh, sorry. First player, Steve. He's going to attack Steve first. Cool. So he's going to attack Steve first. He has 1 attack that's coming in. Steve is going to take that attack. I'm going to interrupt it. You cannot I can't wait to play this card. One other thing to keep in mind, when it comes to defending, you cannot reveal this card. You need to do whatever you're going to do before this card is revealed. So I am actually going to play this shield block. And what shield block says, it's 0 cost event. Interrupt what's happening. When you would take any amount of damage, exhaust Captain America's shield to prevent all of that damage. Exhausted. And he would have dealt 3 damage. Okay. This is discarded. And now, remember what Vertarion was saying, retaliate. So now, and he can take a hit, so he's going to take 1 damage from that retaliate for trying to hit me. Yay. But it is exhausted, right? I need to get used to putting that on there. So it is exhausted. Then he looks over here and he's like, oh, sweet. I'm going to punch you instead. I'm like, damn. But I have 17 health. I could take it. So he's hitting me for 1 plus 2. So 3 damage. Going to 14 health. Then we get counter cards. Damn it. He got an upgrade. So attached to Red Skull. Red Skull gains retaliate 1. Heroes must spend an energy, a mental, and a power resource to discard this card. So that is his new lovely little fun stuff he gets. So now he gains retaliate. If we hit him, he hits us back. And we've got Hydra Jet Trooper. Quick Strike. Boost. Oh, it's not boosting. It's just Quick Strike with 3 health. You want to know what Quick Strike means? He punches you. That's what it means. As soon as he comes on the scene, you take it on the chin. So Quick Strike, 1, 2 damage. You don't boost their attacks, they just hit you for 2. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Pass first player. Next round. Cool. Cool. Where are my heroes? I don't have any of them. Damn it. Let's see. Yeah, this'll work. This'll work nicely. This'll I'll get retaliated on. Deal 5 damage to a minion. If you paid for this card with a power resource, this attack gains overkill, which means excess damage from the attack is dealt to the villain. And I'll do that. I'll pay with these 2. Is that no, it's just an event. I'll pay with those 2 to put Relentless on. One of them did have the power symbol. So 5 damage, 3 goes to him, 2 goes to you. 1, 2, knocking you to 19. And then you're going to retaliate on me for 1. Then we got to deal with that mess. So I'm going to exhaust Iron Man to thwart for 2. Taking this from 7 to 5. Insta-punch. And that's all you got, buddy. You're done. For Cap, at the when his turn phase begins, we add a resource to this. So then it says, put any Avenger ally from your hand into play with printed costs equal to or less than the number of counters on Quinjet, then discard Quinjet. The Wonder Man is soon. That's what he is. He's what I call soon. I'm going to put out Fearless Determination, which is free. It says Captain America gains +1 thwart until the end of the phase, and I get to draw a card. Okay. Oh, yes! In the face! This is what I was waiting on. Power of Leadership. Max 2 per deck. So this is double the number of resources this card generates. It generates 1, which means it generates 2. Oh, look, Wonder Man's a leadership card, so I'm going to pay for that. Putting Wonder Man out. As an additional cost for Wonder Man to attack, you must discard 1 card from your hand. He attacks for 3. That's why. Unfortunately, there's no one to, and he has that until the end of the round. I'll put that here. Say that he has it until the end of the round, actually. Okay. I really don't, I mean, I do want him to attack. Probably going to discard this card here, Avengers Assemble, so that he can attack. He would suffer 2 damage, but you would take 3. I'm okay with that life. So I discard a card for him to attack for 3 on you. 1, 2, 3, going to 16. The retaliate would hit you for 1, and then you would take 1 damage anyway for attacking. So you take 2 damage. I'm okay with it. It doesn't hurt my feelings. I've got thwart 3, so I'm going to thwart with Cap for 3 on this, taking it down to 2. Then he's gonna die anyway. Should I punch him or thwart? I think I'm gonna thwart. Something really cool could come from a punch, though. She's going to die because the next time she attacks, she's out. Or I should hold on. Oh, I know what I'll do. I know what I'll do for her. That's it. I'm done. I'm only holding on to 1 card. I know what I'm gonna do. So that ends the round. This card goes to discard. You get to draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. I got Tac Team, Haymaker, and Repulsor Blast. You get to draw 4. 4 plus the Super Soldier Serum. Captain America's Helmet. Interrupt. When Captain America would be defeated, set his hit point dial to 1 instead, then discard this card. So it's a stay alive. Strength in numbers. Exhaust any number of allies you control. Draw 1 card for each ally exhausted. Another Quinjet. Resource gain. And another Honorary Avenger. Okay, so the serum's coming out this round. Alright, so that ends that. Ready everybody up. And then we add to the main scheme, which goes to 5. Then we draw a new side scheme into play. He has 9 health. He's okay. He's okay. Yeah, I could flip Cap the heal, but he has 9 health. He's alright. The Sleeper Awakens. This scheme cannot leave play while the Sleeper is in play. Good lord. When revealed, put the Sleeper into play. Engage with the first player. When the Sleeper is defeated, remove this card from the game. Oh, well, what's the Sleeper? Oh, it's this. It's just this thing. Just this thing with 10 health. It's just that. It has Guard. Guard means that you can't hit the boss anymore. It has Retaliate, which means if you don't kill it, it's going to punch you for 1. And it has Toughness, which means the first time you hit it, it means nothing. When revealed, the Sleeper engages the first player. That's tough. And when defeated, remove it from the game. So boom, it has 10 health, and it has a toughness on it. Toughness says the next time this card would take any amount of damage, instead discard this card. Yay! It's amazing how it's going to kill me. That was phase 1. Did I do this right? I did increase this, right? No, I did not. This needs to go up 2 more. 6, 7. So this should be at 7. So that's at 7. 7 of 16. Amazing. Then the villain and each engaged minion gets to punch you in the face. Cool. Well, the villain is going to it's the villain then each engaged minion. The villain now has 1, 2 plus whatever's here. I think I have to take that because I need to be able to because that would be what? Potential of just something awful. Awful. And yeah, let's so it would be 2 plus, sorry. Oh no, this is just retaliate. 2 plus something. I could take it. I could take it. I'm Iron Man. 2 plus 2, and thank God this card goes that way. So that is 4 damage coming into him. 1, 2, 3, 4, going down to 7 health. And then this guy gets to punch me for 3. I could block it with her. And this is the fun part of the game. Allies can help each other. So I could block it with her. But I don't know if I want to. I'm going to block it with her. So she's going to be like, get out of the way! And she will absorb all the 3 damage and die. Flip my cards. Okay. Then he comes over to me and says, oh, you did a thing. Your turn. Gulp. Gulp. I'm going to block it with 3 plus 1, 3. So I'm going to block it. You hit me for 1, 2, 3. I block 2 plus 1, 3. No damage. So I'm exhausted. I blocked it. And then they're like, cool, you survived that. Here you go. Encounter cards. Oh, God. Please don't be an enemy. Okay, so what does this say? Exhaust the character you control to eat for each size. Yay! I didn't want to win this game. I didn't want to win this game. Cool. What do you got? A Hydra Flamethrower. After a Hydra Flamethrower makes an undefended attack against you, discard a support you control. Sweet! I wanted this game to be hard. Yes! Okay, what do we do? It's our turn. What do we do? He's exhausted, so he can't attack. This goes over to you as first player. Alright. Oh, we got some options. We have options. This will go to 2. Beginning of my turn. That's only for allies coming into play. So we are going to... Eyes, hurts my eyes. Yes, because there's retaliate. Thank you. Because there's retaliate. 15. Yep. So I'm gonna spend... I'm gonna spend Quinjet to ready him. We've got a big old problem, don't we? Big old problem. I am going to... I'm trying to think how to do this. I need to get rid of that so I can lower this. So that I can kill that. Then kill that. Super Soldier Serum, Army Avengers, Cap's helmet. I'm okay with losing this and Honorary Avengers for Super Soldier Serum. don't cry yet. Boy. Alright, so then I'm going to discard this card. Nope, Wonder Man is exhausted for some reason that I can't remember. Why is Wonder Man exhausted? Something made me exhaust him and I don't know what it is. Why is he exhausted? I forgot what to do. Why he's exhausted. So what do we do? Oh, an encounter card did it to him. Okay. All right. Well, that thing needs to die, and that thing needs to die. So I'm going to flip down to thwart for 2 to get rid of this. Let's put it in an encounter discard pile. The other one should go. Red house. Okay. All right. Then Wonder Man can't do anything. I'm gonna flare. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna flare. That'll be that. That will be that. Yeah, Iron Man was... Yeah, I don't think Wonder Man is exhausted. I think I forgot to pull that off. So... I could just... I'm gonna just... I'm going to, let me draw a card, right? Exhaust any number of allies you control. Draw 1 card for each ally. So this will get me some card draw that maybe might help with my life. And I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna play Strength in Numbers to now exhaust Wonder Man to draw a card. Damn it! Steve's apartment. Alright, so let's exhaust the Super Soldier Serum, generate a resource, so I can pay that resource for Steve's apartment to go down into play. And if I'm in alter ego form, it says exhaust this to draw a card and heal Steve for 1. I don't need this jerk thwarting right now. I mean, scheming right now. It would be cool to get some card draw, but not yet. I feel like I need to. I could lose this game right now because I'm at 7. It'll be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Let's say that. 14. 15. Ooh. Oh, I forgot to remove it. Okay, thanks. So he could be at 15 of the 16 that I used to play unless he rolls a 3, then it's bad news bears. I tell you what, I'm gonna flip. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I am gonna flip to Steve's side. I'm going to exhaust this to draw 1 card and heal 1 damage. Because I'm hoping beyond hope I get a plan and don't lose. This could be bad. This could be my worst decision ever. And that will end my turn with a heroic strike, which is good. Heroic strike is good. It's really good. Okay. Alright. Iron Man's turn. Good lord, man. Good lord. If someone can help me with the rules here, he's exhausted, but that just means he can't do one of these three. My question though is if I have a card to do damage, can I damage this one engaged with Steve? Can I do that? Because that's what I want to do. No, I put it back on. No, I did. I remember I used where's the card? I used this card. I used this card. That's the reason why I put it back on him. I exhaust any number of allies you control, draw one card for each ally. So I exhausted him to do it. Yes, that is fine. Okay. So still not enough. Tag team would be great, but I need another upgrade. That's the problem. Like this puzzle of upgrading. I do +1 damage. Oh, on my attack, so it's 2. Ooh, gonna be a toughie. Let's throw the I could do a repulsor blast. The only difference is it's doing 1 damage to an enemy, and then I have to discard 5 cards, and for each energy symbol, I'll do 2 damage instead. We're gonna roll the dice on this. We're gonna roll the dice. I'm gonna toss tag team to do a repulsor blast on this guy. So it's 1 damage, top 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're looking for energy symbols. 1, sweet. 2, sweet. So it says deal 2 additional. So for each printed cost, deal 2 additional damage to that enemy. So that is 2, 4 plus 1, 5. This guy's dead. And I think we might still be in this game. I got a haymaker left that costs 2 to play. I'll hang on to that for a second for a spell. And do I want to switch? I think I need, with the amount of punching that I'm about to take, what's it going to be? 2 plus something? Scheming though. This scheming is awful. But let me switch just in case. I'm going to switch to Tony Stark. And that is going to be it. I'll hang on to the haymaker. The heroic strike. Okay. So let's draw up. I only get 2 more cards for a total of 3. So another repulsor blast and the combat training. And 1, 4. Agent 13. Yeah, she's coming in. Strength, shield toss, and make the call. So I basically get a heroic strike this turn. Ooh, okay. So we'll do that. Ready, everybody? I made sure I took it off this time. Then right, so draw cards, ready up. Boom. This is going to go up by 2, so this will go to 3 for 10. A new scheme comes in play. Hydra reinforcements. When defeated, the player who defeated this scheme discards a non-elite minion. And it has 4 threat on it. You can, yes, that is correct, Jacko. You can flip heroes once per turn. If they're exhausted, it doesn't matter. You can flip. You just can't use their health. If they're exhausted, you can't heal with them. But yes, you can flip once per turn. Oh, it is 6. Oh my god, because I flipped. Ah, thank you. I got rocket boots, war machine, and strength. Thank you. Also, what Clueless Augur was saying is when you flip, your hand size changes, so my hand size is 6. Again. Woo! And Steve should be 6 as well, instead of 5. Which would be another make the call. Woo! And I got my rocket boots. I almost forgot about that. Okay. When you are not in hero form, the villain's like, where'd he go? I don't see him anywhere. I don't know what's going on. So I guess I'll go ahead and scheme. So he's going to scheme for 2, and he sounds just like that. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and scheme. It sounds like Rocky. He's gonna scheme for 2, but he does boost that scheme. Nothing you can do about it. So flip it over. Oh, it's blank. The best thing to get is nothing down there. So it's blank. So he's just scheming for 2. So this goes to 11. Ooh, it's getting dangerous. And then this guy's gonna scheme for 1. So he goes to 12. 12 of 16. Getting dangerous. It's getting dangerous. But you still get an encounter card. You still get that fun. Alright. So here we go. What is with this? Good lord, people. So, a Hydra Exo Soldier, 5 health, and he gains a tough symbol. And... oh, God. Oh, God. Discard an upgrade or support you control. If no cards were discarded this way, this card gains Surge. I will get rid of Honorary. Go back to your discard pile. And we're good. Okay. Pass that duchy, and let's see what we're gonna do. Well, we've got some options now. We got rocket boots, so I'm gonna put the rocket boots in the... oh no, I already have rocket boots in play. Dang it. Oh wait, I can have 2 rocket boots, right? Yes, I can have 2 rocket boots. So I'm gonna spend... play under any player's control. Ooh. I've got options. I've also got War Machine. Exhaust War Machine and deal 2 damage to him. Deal 1 damage to each enemy, which should get rid of the toughness, allowing me to do more fun things. It actually sounds more like Edward G. Robinson. I'm not that young. So I think instead of putting down another pair of rocket boots, I'm actually going to put out War Machine. I'm going to spend strength for 2. I'm going to want to put that combat training under him. Let me toss in... I'm going to toss in a rocket boot. That's 3. And... because I want to repulsor blast that thing. So, I'm going to toss in the Haymaker for 4 to put down War Machine. So let's spend that. Then it says, action, exhaust War Machine. Deal 2 damage to him. To deal 1 damage to each enemy. Pop. 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 So there we go. Oh, you're right. So I go down to 6. Yep. Got it. 6. So that popped those, and then I get retaliated on that, going back to 5. Well, no, I don't. He does. So he will take a hit for the retaliate. You have retaliate, so you're gonna hit somebody. Okay. I need to start lancing this thing, don't I? Okay, so I'm gonna do an action. Look at the top 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Discard 1 and add the other to my hand. Oh. Yep. So I'm gonna discard those 2. Add this to my hand. Spend these 2 to put that down, of course. Flip to Iron Man's side. So this says exhaust. If I exhaust Arc Reactor, I ready him, so he gets to do stuff twice. So I'm going to thwart, ready, thwart to get this nonsense out of there. Cool. I know you got guard. You, my good friend, this is going to tick to 3. I get to reduce the cost of any ally played, but it doesn't matter because I could do. Actually, this. Yeah, I didn't spend this yet, so it'd be 3. So I'd be spending it 2 of it now, going back down to 1 because of the reduced cost. To put down Agent 13. After Agent 13 enters play, remove 2 threat from a scheme. Take you down to 4. You're just going a little crazy on. She is then going to thwart again for 2, taking this down to 8. Whew. And taking a damage. Getting dangerous. Getting dangerous. Wonder Man. Pay the printed cost of an ally in any player's discard pile. Put that ally into play under your control. Ooh. I can do that. What do we got? What do we got? We got Mockingbird, don't we? We got Mockingbird. And we got Hawkeye. Hawkeye enters play with arrows after a minion enters play. Damage it. Nope, I want Mockingbird. I want her. So I'm going to make the call for free. Pay the printed cost of an ally in any player's discard pile. 1, you're an ally. 2, and let's do the other. Make the call for 3 for you to come out. When you come out, when it enters play, I get to stun somebody. Boom! Take it. Then I'm going to flip to Cap's side. It's oh, you're right. You're right. It should have been discarded, so I need to pay this. Yep. You're right. All right, so Cat will flip. Then don't have enough for heroic. You took away my option of heroic strike. But you know what? Wonder Man isn't going to live forever. I'm going to use Shield Toss to have Wonder Man attack this guy for 3, killing him. Then Cap, for 3, he'd go to 2 health. I can count, I can math. Then Cap is going to attack him for 2 to kill him. Then he's going to spend this because he could do this all day. And he's going to attack Red Skull for... Oh, wait, I didn't have to spend that. I didn't have to spend... Oh, no, I did. I did. He's going to attack... You are going to thwart for 1. You are going to... Or... No, you're not. You're not going to thwart for 1. You're going to attack this god-awful thing for 1. You'll take a damage for that. It hit him for 2. You have retaliate. You can hit him for 2. He'll retaliate 1. Yep. Gonna hit him for 2. He'll retaliate 1, taking me to 9. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, that's a good question. Do stun minions retaliate? I believe so. I think retaliate is innate. I think they just can't attack. They can retaliate because it says the next time this character would attack. So to me that reads retaliate's not an attack. It just deals direct damage. Okay. Cool. All right. So add 2 to this. And a 10. You got, man. You will attack first player Here, you're going, oh, sorry. Scheme. New scheme. Prison camp, side scheme. When defeated, the player who defeated the scheme searches their deck and discard pile for any ally, puts it into play, and shuffles their deck. See that lovely symbol at the bottom? That symbol means something. I think that means that's a boost. Right? That something means boost, right? The boost. Gets that. It accelerates main scheme, so you add 2 now instead of 1 at start of the next villain phase. Okay, cool. Thanks. Okay, cool. So next villain phase, it gets worse. And there are 6 threat on that. Thank you, Clueless R. Okay, so that just came out. You are then going to attack him. Oh, I was supposed to ready up everybody. And draw my hand because I didn't. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. When you run out of cards in your deck, you gain a free encounter card for your trouble, and then you shuffle your deck. And I've got 3 upgrades now, plus 1, so I draw. So I gain my hand size is now 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Iron Man's helmet, power gauntlets, first aid, and some more power gauntlets. Coming up me. For you, I've got energy, fearless determination, adventure tower, squirrel girl, and strength in numbers. Okay, now I got that for fun. You are going to be attacking me for 1, 2 plus this. I could take it. You can't do anything to me. I'm not scared. Hydra Jet Trooper, quick strike. Oh no, that's not it. I'm an idiot. A lot of stuff going on. Boost. If you are in hero form, the villain attacks you after this activation. Do not deal any boost cards for that attack. So he hits me for 2, going down to 4, and then he attacks me again for 2 more, going down to 2. Then he's gonna look to me, throws it out. I'm saying, get in there and be somebody. So he's gonna attack me for give the villain a tough status card and another boost card. Give Red Skull a tough status card. He already has 1. He can't get 2, but it gets the +1. So, but she's gonna take it anyway, and she dies. Then he would attack, but he's stunned, so haha. Then encounter cards. Oh yes, you still have to deal with encounters even though you got 1 for your deck running out. Yep, that's a thing that happens. So first one's up. Hey look, it's a creature. It's a Hydra Exo Soldier with a tough symbol. Next up. Okay. Hail Hydra, treachery. When revealed, each Hydra minion engaged with a hero makes an attack against that hero. Each player who has not attacked this way searches the encounter deck and discard pile for Hydra minions. Put it into play, engage with them, and then shuffle the encounter deck. Yay! So you're gonna attack. War Machine's gonna jump in the way of that and die. So I don't die. For 3, and then you're gonna attack for 2, which I'm going to defend. goodness. So you're only going to hit me for 1. So I'm down to 1 health. Yay! What do you get? Master Strategist. Attachment. Attached to Red Skull. When Red Skull activates, give him an additional boost card for each side scheme in play, then discard this card. Yay! It's everything I dreamed of. Why is this guy so hard? Alright, cool. So, Tony's about to die. Alright, well, let's see what we could do to help him out. If each of your allies has the Avenger trait, increase your ally limit by 1. Exhaust, reduce the cost of the next Avenger. I'm going to play... She's going to die as soon as she comes out, but that gets rid of that stupid toughness card. But she'll die as soon as she comes out. Oh, no, she won't. She'll still be alive. Nope, she will. She'll die as soon as she comes out. So let's make this a thing, shall we? I'm gonna play 2 energy, put out Squirrel Girl. So a response after Squirrel Girl enters play, deal 1 damage to each enemy. 1 toughness. 1 toughness. Retaliate. 1 goes to 4. Retaliate. She's dead. Boy. Alright, then Captain America's gonna play Fearless Determination. I gain +1 thwart until the end of the phase, and I get to draw a card, which is the last card Avengers Assemble. So my thwart is 3. I'm going to thwart for 3, taking this down to 1. No. Taking this down to 3. I'm going to get rid of Avengers Assemble to ready. And I'm going to thwart again to get rid of this stupid nonsense. Then you do what you do best, lady. You thwart for 2. Then I will spend Strength in Numbers and the Super Soldier Serum to put down Avengers Tower. And God love you, I'm probably going to... I get to heal a damage and draw a card. Did use the serum. This might help me put out another hero if it's available. I'm gonna flip to this side. Exhaust this. Heal 1 damage. You get something when you defeat that side scheme. The player who defeated a side scheme searches the deck and discard pile for an ally and puts it into play and shuffles the deck. Ooh. Are giving me power beyond power. I could get Wonder Man, which could do damage for the card I'm about to draw. Hawkeye. No, I could get Mockingbird. Oh yeah, Mockingbird's coming out. Mockingbird comes out. We'll drop the stunner. We'll drop the Stone Cold Stunner. On you. Yeah, because you're the only one who could scheme like crazy. So, yep, that'll work. On you. Then it says I heal 1. Thank you for catching that. Heal 1. and I draw a card. The deck is empty. Let me see what it says. Yeah, it says shuffles my deck. The deck is empty, so I would gain an encounter. Shuffle this up. Draw a card. I'd say overall this is going pretty well. It's rough. This is pretty rough. Oh. Get back in. I'll gain a card. Heroic Strike. Mockingbird could do something too because she came back out. I don't feel like you need to take too much damage, milady. So I'm going to have you thwart for what's coming next because we're going into thwart mode and you'll take damage for that. Appreciate you. Got Heroic Strike. Okay, Tony's turn. We're gonna do stuff and then we're gonna go to not be in not be in places where we're gonna get punched. I'm gonna spend first aid to drop my Mark V helmet. Exhaust Mark V helmet, remove one threat from a scheme for each scheme. For each scheme instead if you have the aerial trait. I would have to spend the chemical symbol to get it. Actually, instead of the helmet, exhaust power gauntlets, deal 1 damage to an enemy, 2 damage instead if you... Hey, this is it. Thank you so much for subscribing. Instead of doing that, I think I'm still gonna... I'm gonna do first aid and the helmet to put down the power gloves. Keep that one in hand. I need to hit something that won't hit back. So I will do this. Hit you for 1. You don't hit back. I'm going to use this. Ready Iron Man. I'm going to attack for 2. You making it 3, or should I just thwart? Should I thwart for 2? Yeah, because he's gonna go nuts. Instead of attacking, I'm gonna thwart for 2. Taking this down to 5. Then I'm gonna flip to flip. And I'm going to use my action to look at the top 3 cards of my deck. Eat 1, toss the rest. I got a supersonic punch, relentless attack, or chase them down. Keeping the supersonic punch. I got a plan. Got a plan. Okay. So, next up is card draw. So I get 6 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got strength for my supersonic punch. That'll work. Tenacity, attack team, and pepper pots. You get 6 or 5 plus the heroic strike, power of leadership, shield block, energy, heroic strike, and Canje. I see a double heroic strike in my future. But let's see how we live through this. We thwarted for a reason. So here we go. Ready up, everybody. You are going to scheme for 2 for this when a red skull activates. Oh, sorry. Blech. This first. Going to get 2, going to 7. A new threat will come in. Hydra Patrol. When defeated, each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a Hydra minion and puts it into play. Engage with them. Yay! Because that's exactly what I wanted. Well, it's what I've always wanted for Christmas. Alright. So, then there's going to be... He is then going to scheme for 2. Because of this card, when Red Skull activates, give him an additional boost card. So, boom, boom. So he's scheming for 2, 3, 4, 5, and he gets a toughness card. So he gets a tough card, and he's scheming for 5, going to 12. Yay! I think we just lost. Crap. Crap. Alright, so then he's going to scheme over here. This gets discarded. He schemes for 2, 3, 4. That's 16, 17, 18, 19. We lost. Dang it. That's 4. That's unfortunate. Then you'll scheme for 1, 17. You scheme for 2. We just... And we lost. Darn it! Ah. Yeah, that's ball game. As rough. Yeah, I'm curious. So it would have been this and this. Let's see what would have happened. This first. A Hydra soldier with guard. And alter ego, he would scheme again. He'd gain a tough status and scheme. So we would have lost that way. This one, I would exhaust Iron Man. But we lost. Yeah. It was a noble effort. I think I wasted too much time here and should have just went at him because he only had 14 health. He still had 14 health. You had not seen this yet. And these schemes that kept coming up was killing me. So my plan was to supersonic punch, gain aerial. Probably would have used... Yeah, I didn't have the resource to gain aerial, so I would have supersonic punched this guy to kill him for 4. That'd have been the end of him. I then would have put down the power gauntlets. So the next set of power gauntlets. And then heal, flip, ready, fire, fire. For more attack. And then see what I could do to make that work potentially from here. Then from his side, I was going to heroic strike twice for a total of 12 damage to kill this thing and start knocking stuff off there in the next round. That was the plan. Jocko, thank you so much. There it is. Thank you so much. Thank you. Great teaching stream. Yeah, so that was my next thing, to clear them and then start working on him. But he was just coming with the schemes over and over again. That was really tough. But I enjoyed the 2-player aspect as part of my learning and my learning how to play. The one thing I want to get better at, what I liked and what I didn't like. He's tough, so that didn't bother me. He's a boss. He's tough. I liked everything. I thought it was fun. 2-player really got it going for what I felt like I was missing with true solo. So 2-player enjoyed. What I want to get better at is crossplay. Like, that's what I want to get better at. I want to get some heroes that jive well together. A hero that says, okay, like for him, I threw Mockingbird in the way when he was about to take some damage to stop that attack from killing him. That's amazing. I probably would have thrown both of these to do that, but he still would have died because he had 1 health left. There was nothing I could do about it. But I want to get into more of the, we're a team, we're helping each other out. He's shooting his unibeam at his shield and blasting everybody, all the good stuff that comes with Marvel. So I'm really I want to get into that and see how that goes. But this is first out the gate. To me, this is fun. I feel better than I did when I first, as I've been playing before, where I was like, oh, this is so, I don't know, something feels like it's missing. In this case, no, everything was fine. Everything worked out pretty well. The decks were pretty decent. Iron Man was odd. I think somebody was saying, that he's a puzzle that you have to solve. So you have to puzzle out all his armor, but once you get all his armor out, he's a force to be reckoned with. So I see that in that, and I thought they played totally, like, very unique. They played very different to each other, which I thought was a lot of fun. Yeah, win or lose, still a great playthrough. Oh, thank you so much. So the next in the series, I'm gonna pick 2 more heroes, grab their, it'll probably be from the core game because we'll go through that. I'm gonna try against Claw. Claw is the other one. So it's Ultron, Claw, Rhino, and I think that's it. So I'm gonna go up against Claw, and I'm gonna grab 2 more core box heroes and play through with them. I really appreciate y'all helping out with the rules. I am not perfect at it by any means, but this helps me. This really helps me learn the game and learn to see what you all see when you play this game and you love this game so much. I'm liking it. I really am. I like putting Iron Man in protection. He can use some defensive tech to help build him out while he is in alter ego, then flip him. Ooh, yeah. So that's actually a genius idea. I like that. Yeah, but I'm just playing with. We're just running starter decks on this. So he comes as aggression, but you can play him in protection. You could play him in aggression. You could play him in support, leadership traits, however you want to build him. But we're just gonna do. All I'm grabbing is I'm grabbing core starter decks for anybody who's like, I'm not good at deck builder. This seems overwhelming. Let me just grab the core starter deck and see how it plays. That's what you just saw. All right, so cool. All right, so let's go back up to the top. Okay, so I'll be back next week. What's happening next week? Next week, well, this Thursday, I'm doing a playthrough of Rogue Angels for the Kickstarter campaign that started today, I believe. Well, yeah, that started today. So check that out. Emil made a really great game. He sent me a preview copy, so I'm going to preview it. No, I did not get paid for it. No, I never take money for it, nor will I ever back channel take money for it. I will play the game. I will tell you my honest thoughts on it, and give you all the information you need to make an informed decision about what you want as your information broker. So we'll go from there. Black Panther is also a fun puzzle to see his mechanics to work. I plan to play Black Panther. He was the first hero I ever played when I played this game. So I'll be back. Let's see. Thursday is Rogue Angels. Saturday is co-op chat as well as painting. I'll be painting. Sunday, Arkham Horror, Path to Carcosa with Kate and Cynthia. Then I'll probably play this again next week. It's either going to be Tuesday or Thursday, but I'm going to play this again next week and grab 2 more heroes and take on Claw. So remember, I'm only playing starter decks. So if you have any heroes from the core box that you think would gel well, like, because I'm thinking of taking She-Hulk, and well, She-Hulk's, that's my girl. That's the Gamma Slamma. So I'll play with her and probably Black Panther and see how it goes. What is Rogue Angels about? You'll find out Thursday. Basically, it's a space dungeon crawler. But I don't want to spoil too much. It's a space dungeon crawler. It has it has a cooldown mechanic that I really like. And so I got to demo it with Emil before, with Steve and Barrett. We played on the One Stop channel on Tabletop Simulator, and I enjoyed it. Well, I actually have a hard preview copy for people who don't like Tabletop Simulator that I'm gonna put out, play it solo so you can see what it looks like. But I enjoy it. Oh, it hasn't launched yet? I thought it was supposed to launch today. Well, I'll be playing it Thursday, so you'll get to see it then. But I will get all the information. I have the press kit. I just haven't popped it open yet. But I'll be playing all that on Thursday. So that'll be not TTS. That'll be live Thursday playthrough. You know what? I'm gonna try to see. I'll try to see. It depends on. I need to check, but it depends. I might be able to sneak in a game of Marvel Champions on Friday, but I'll see. Don't hold me to it. I will try. But because I want to play it again. I want to play against another villain. It's like, that's the reason why I'm saying this game is. I'm seeing what people are loving about it because I want to play again. I want to play another villain. So I'll try to sneak one in this Friday potentially, but we'll see. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you to my patrons, my YouTube subscribers. Thank you so much for your super chats as well. Thank you if you're neither and you're coming in just to hang out, just want to watch, play, pass some time, see me play Marvel Champions the way it's not supposed to be played, as I'm learning. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. Just know I love you all, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. All right? Bye, everybody.